Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Okay, students, before starting the class, I want everyone to please mark your attendance in the chat box because only your Zoom attendance will be considered. Okay, please mark your attendance in the chat box before the starting of the class. I don't know, there is an issue with my camera today. It is not working properly. So, okay, students, let's start with the lesson. Today we are going to start with the chapter number 3, that is try again. Try again. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done. Okay, students, let's start. The poem is try again. This a lesson you should heed. Before starting the lecture, I just want everyone to keep the books in front of you, please. To please open the books in front of you. Okay, this is not the poem. Okay, just wait for a while. Just 1 minute, please. Okay, students, please open your books on page number 28. It's page number 28 of your books. Please open your books on page number 28. Let's read the poem. The poem is "'Tis a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear. For if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear. Try again. Once or twice, though you should fail. If you would at last prevail, try again. If we strive, 'tis no disgrace, though we did not win the race. What should you do in that case? Try again. If you find your task is hard, try again. Time will bring you your reward. Try again. All that other folk can do. Why with patience should not you? Only keep this rule in view. Try again. So this is the poem. We have discussed this poem a number of times in stanza comprehensions in the class. So there is a summary of the poem. Let's just read the summary and then we will move on towards the stanza comprehension one by one. It's basically the poem is all about that about hope, that we should not be discouraged. We should not be discouraged whatever. If we try and fail again and again, we should work hard and hard to reach our destination. Try Again is a simple, reflective, and moralizing poem gleaned by the pen of a British poet, William Edward Hickson. It is by W.H. Hickson, William Edward Hickson. In this poem, the poet tells us the importance of trying again in case we fail in doing something due to some adverse circumstances. He says that we should continue trying again till we succeed. The same thing we were discussing in the previous few lessons in the constant comprehension, that whatever the circumstances, or maybe due to some adverse or due to some severe unfortunate circumstances, you fail in doing something or you are not able to do something, so You should try again. You should not lose your hope. You should not give up. You should try again and again until you reach your destination. Then the speaker says, if we fail in our first attempt, what will happen? We should not get disappointed. We should try again, because then we will become courageous. If we persist, because of this courage, we will conquer. That if we will lose hope right in the first attempt, what will happen? We will not able to move forward. We will be stuck over there. But if we should not be disappointed. If we will keep hope, so we will be able to be courageous, and with this courage we will be able to conquer the world. We will be able to conquer the world, that we will be able to reach, or we will reach our destination. The speaker admits that when we try again, we may fail once or twice. However, if we keep on trying, we will succeed. If we do not win a race, we should not give up trying again in shame. Moreover, if we find our task difficult to accomplish, we should not lose heart. Time will bring us our fruit of labor. We can also do what other people can do, but it needs patience. Okay, a story is coming in my mind. There was a story of a ruler who learned the lesson from a spider. Who was that? What was that story? Is it in your mind? What was that
Yes, ma'am.
story? Hanji, what was that story? Yeah, Aisha.
Ma'am, there was a spider or an ant which was trying to get up.
Hmm.
He, the ruler had escaped from the war. I mean,
Yes. Yes. That was the thing. Hmm.
and he learned the lesson from the ant or the spider that it was trying to go up from at the ceiling, and it
Hmm.
wasn't trying, and it was not succeeded in the
Hmm.
first six attempts. On the seventh attempt, it was succeeded.
Hanji. It was the who was the ruler? Can anyone tell me who was the ruler? What was the name of that ruler? Beta, it was Alexander the Great. You must have heard of the name of the Alexander the Great. uh, Alexander the Great was a Scottish king, and what happened that he was defeated a number of times by the English people. And what happened during the war, he escaped from the war, and he was taking refuge in a cave where he found a spider. And what was the spider doing? Spider was you must have seen a spider that he get up, or he reach his the web with the help of a sting, a string, a light string, uh, 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 that is that cannot even be seen, that it's just like a hair. So the spider was trying to reach the web once, twice, thrice. He was failing again and again, but he did not lose hope. And at last, in the ninth attempt, the spider reached its web. So Alexander the Great was witnessing all this incident, or that what was the spider doing, and he took courage and motivation from the spider, and then he went to the war field and won the war. With that inspiration of the spider, with that inspiration and motivation from the spider, he won the war. So the spider tried again and again and did not lose hope. Same is the case with with human life, that we should not lose hope. Whatever, if we fail once, twice, thrice, the spider failed 9 times, but 8 times, but he did not lose hope. In the ninth attempt, he reached its web. So, a person, if we are not able to win the race of life, we should not be ashamed. We should try once again to accomplish the goal. And what will happen? That the time will bring us our reward, that the fruit of labor, the time will bring. God will give us the fruit of our labor. And in the third stanza, the writer is saying that if Other people can do it. Why can't you? Why don't you be able to do that thing with patience, courage, and hard work? You are just like the other human beings. You can be the part of that thing, and you can do what other people can do as well. So, next, in short, this little poem gives us a big lesson. It gives us a message of hope, courage, hard work, perseverance, and optimism. We should always keep this message in mind to be crowned with the victory in our lives. We should always keep the message of trying again in our mind so that we can be victorious in all the fields of our life. If we once we will lose hope, we will not be able to move forward in life. That will be very hard for us. So this is a big life changing lesson that the poet is giving us in this poem. Sometimes you must have seen the people, they are disappointed and they are just thinking that why the god is doing it, doing it with us all the time, why it is always us that god is uh, giving difficulties in our lives. So this is not the thing. We should always be hopeful. We should always be motivated, and we should work hard with courage so that we will be able to reach our destination. So this is the summary of the poem. And now there we have the stanza comprehension. This is stanza 1. So these are few questions and their answers. So it would be easy for you to prepare for your stanzas. In today's lecture, I added two stanzas and their question answers, and then we will do two remaining two stanza and the comprehension questions in the book tomorrow. Okay, that the first question is, what is the meaning of the word heed? The heed means to pay attention to something. I have added answers to it so that the students who are not attending the class or they are going to attend the class in GC, it would be easy for them to see the answers, because most of the time these are the type of questions we will have in our papers. Okay? What is the meaning of the word heed? Heed means to pay attention. When should courage appear? When should courage appear? Courage should appear when a person faces failure. Then, what will be the result of perseverance? What would be the result of perseverance? Do you think these are the correct answers, or you find some? You can have other answers as well. Hmm? Okay, the meaning of heed is same. So, what? When should the courage appear? Anyone who can answer this question in in your own words. Hmm? Students, wake up. Although it's too early for the class, but still wake up. Try to wake up. Yes,
Ma'am, when someone knows that they can do something and they're capable of doing that thing, and then courage appears, and
that's
then
very
they
good.
do that thing, whatever they want you to do.
Very nice, Muskan. When they are motivated, courageous, and they are aware of their capabilities, but still, due to some reasons, they fail, then the courage appears. Very good. Thank you, Muskan. Next, what will be the result of perseverance? The result of perseverance is success and victory. What else in our lives? What else can be the result of perseverance? Anyone, please? What is perseverance?
Ma'am, we learn from our previous mistakes.
Very good. That when we learn from our previous mistakes, when we continue to work hard, when we continue to put in efforts, and then with the result of that continuous effort, we get successful, we reach our destination. This can also be the answer. Okay, what is the meaning of perseverance? Okay, we are done up with this. We are done up with this question as well. Okay, let's move on to the next questions. Okay. What should you do if at first you don't succeed? What should you do? G. Leave these answers. Just give me your answers. What should you do? What should you do if at first you don't succeed?
If at first we don't succeed, we should try harder until we accomplish our goal.
Very good. We should try harder. We should try once again until we accomplish our goal. That's good. Anyone else? The silent listeners? The cameras are turned off, and you know the other what the other teachers are doing, they just remove the students from their classes with the who haven't turned off their cameras. They're turned on, sorry. The students who haven't turned on their cameras, the the teachers remove those students from their classes. So please try switch on your cameras. And now the silent listeners of my class, what should you do if at first you don't succeed? Who's gonna answer? Hmm? Manal? Manal, where is Manal? Manal. Do we have Manal here? Or she just signed in and slept? Okay, we can have Arva. Are you here? Arva.
Yes, ma'am.
Ji beta. What should you do if at first you don't succeed?
If we don't succeed at first, we should keep on trying again until we succeed.
That's good. We should keep on trying again until we succeed. Next, how will you conquer? How will you conquer? Faris? Faris? No answer. I think Faris has just signed in, joined the meeting, and he has gone to sleep again. Who else? Okay, Manahil Shehzad. How will you conquer?
Ma'am, we should not lose hope and courage.
We should not lose our hope and courage, then we will be able to conquer. That's good. Okay, then we have a question. Enlist the word from the stanza that rhyme. The rhyming words means heed and succeed, appear, fear, preserved. Okay. How does the poet advise not to fear? How does the poet advise not to fear? Iman? Iman. Do we have Iman here? Yes, Iman.
Yes, ma'am.
Ji beta. Why does the poet advise not to fear? Why is the poet saying that we should not fear? Hmm? Why? What was the reason? Why was the poet saying that? Beta, we have discussed everything in detail. Okay, Zafir.
Ma'am, the poets tells us not to fear, not to be scared. If we fail, we should try again until we succeed. Because if we get scared, we will not try again.
That's good. That if we will get scared, we will not try again. That's why the poet is advising the readers not to fear in the first failure. Just try again. Got it? Okay. Then we have a question. Enlist the verbs from the stanza. Manal, ma'am, my wife mic is not working. It's okay, Manal. It's okay. Okay. Uh, enlist the verbs in the stanza. There are few verbs. I have written heed, succeed, appear, preserve, fear, conquer. These are the verbs. Okay, let's move on to the next stanza, second stanza, because we don't have enough time. Okay. What is meant by, this is from the second stanza. Open second stanza in front of you and keep second stanza open so that read second stanza and then answer the question. What is meant by you would at last prevail? You would at last prevail.
Means that at last, after trying so hard, mm, you will succeed. You will succeed. You will be successful, or
That's
you
good.
will get what you want.
Very nice. That it means that by trying again and again, by trying again and again, one day you will be able to be successful. After failing failures, you will be successful at last. Okay, how is failure not a disgrace? How is failure not a disgrace?
And failure is not a disgrace.
जी
We can
बिल्कुल.
have more chances to win.
Okay, very good. Anyone else?
Failure is not a
Failure,
disgrace because it's the first step to success.
That's good. Yes, Zafir.
failure is not a disgrace because if we fail, we learn new things as to how we can accomplish that goal with ease.
That's good. Very nice, everyone. That failure is not a disgrace. It is. It gives us motivation. It gives us courage, and we learn new things. That's why it is important that we should see failure at least once in our life. That failure is a source of learning new things. That's why it is not a disgrace. What should we do if we don't win the race? What should we do if we don't win the race?
We should screw up our courage and try again.
We should we should be patient and try again. We should be we should not lose hope and we should keep on trying again and again. Who wrote the poem from which these lines have been taken? It's so easy that the W.E. Hickson has written the poem from which these lines have been taken. Okay, the next slide. List the words from the stanza that rhyme. It's again very easy. Fail, prevail, disgrace, race, case. How can we learn from failure? How can we learn from failure? Sorry, what can we learn from failure? It's not how. What can we learn from failure?
Patience,
Patience. What else?
that after every hard time you get a good time.
Yes, every hard time, there is always a good time to welcome you. Anyone else? Anyone else, please? What can we learn from failure? Who else do we have? Where has Muskan gone? Muskan has left the class.
When we fail, we gain more confidence.
Yes, that's good. With that, when we fail, we gain more confidence. That failing in life help us to build resilience. And the more we fail, the more resilient we become. Okay? Very nice. Next, how many times should we try? At least how many times we should try? What do you think?
Until we reach a goal.
Ma'am, we should try again and again until we get success.
Bilkul, very nice. That until we reached the goal, the spider tried 8 times and he failed. But in the ninth attempt, the spider got successful. So we in our lives should keep on trying until we reach our goal, until we reach our destination. List the nouns from the stanza. Okay, leave this. Don't look at this question. Try to find out nouns from second stanza. I changed the slide just for the reason that you should find the nouns from the stanza on your own. Find the nouns in the stanza.
Race.
Race, what else?
Courage.
Courage, more. The time of the class is going to be over. Be quick.
Disgrace.
Disgrace, very nice. One more.
Fear.
Fear is not a bitter noun.
Abstract now.
We can have case. Okay? Race, disgrace, courage, case. Okay, done. Now, is there any confusion?
No.
Anyone? Okay. So tomorrow we will move on to the third stanza. Third stanza and the reading comprehension questions and vocabulary exercises, inshallah. Okay, students, that's all for today. Take care of yourselves and Allah Hafiz.
Office now.
Love this.